go ahead and record. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my intraday / day trade analysis. My bad, I was trying to take that off. Man, it's a beautiful morning, man, because waking up to Ripple at $1.10, or that's where I saw it right before I started this. So, but yeah, what a time to be alive. Right? But anyways, let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's go ahead and get this analysis done. I'll talk more about Ripple later. So first and foremost, talk about the DXY, the US dollar. Actually, what I'm going to start doing is wide screening, if I can find it. Oh no, hold on. Oh, I did not want a waiting room. What is going on here? No waiting room. There we go. Alright. So, like I was saying, DXY over here, we have the DXY. I wanted it to push up a little higher to 93.191, but it didn't necessarily do that. It just ended up dropping. And once I saw that it was respecting here, and it gave what's the word I'm looking for? These tweezer tops right here, because I consider this a tweezer top, personally speaking. Once it does that and it doesn't come back, oh yeah, it's out of here. Especially with an engulfing bearish candle right after, definitely. Now this wick that you're seeing right here, I am not 100% sure that this is accurate. I am pretty certain actually that this is not accurate. So this wick, totally disregard it, because this, I mean, I'm seeing it on the charts, but based on every other currency that is USD related, or just every other currency, like currency period, like I don't see anything that correlates with this. So that's why I'm like, I'm not entirely sure if this really happened. I didn't see any news about it. Nothing really was talked about. So that's why I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna disregard this whole wick, and I'm still gonna want to see this move happen. Since prices dropped from right here, I'm gonna kind of want to see the DXY retrace, right? Let me get this over here. I want to see the DXY retrace, come back up to this space, kind of where this wick came to, but not all the way up, and I want it to drop. You know, first and foremost, let me actually make sure that I'm audible. Yes, I am. Okay, I was just making sure, because I change my mic and stuff like that, so I always try to make sure. But anyways, yeah, I just want to really see this fall to the downside, you know? Before I say anything, or before I continue, let me see, because this is kind of weird to me. Looks like it's backwards. But I'm scanning from here, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, so what I'm really I'm sorry guys. I was trying to figure this out. But what I'm really trying to see on the DXY, like I said, is 92.947 push to the upside and then a drop. Once I get that drop, I'm gonna start wanting to see price push down to 92.195, the 61.8 extension. You can use that for your Fibonacci, and then that's going to start lining up with where I'm looking at for the DXY to push down before it continues going bullish. Now it could start going bullish right here. It definitely could hold at this top support right here, because that's what it is as of right now, or it's from this huge supply zone, which is now demand. It could literally hold there and then push to the upside, but I'm not counting on that, right? That's not what I'm looking for. And it's already broken this bearish structure right here, or not bearish structure. This was once bullish structure, and once it broke through that, that's why I'm like, okay, oops, sorry. Maybe it's gonna start to turn around. You know, maybe it's gonna start to really start to make that push to the downside. So I'm still looking for sales on the DXY. But if anything today, I'd probably expect it to come up to 92.947, then continue to the downside. Or maybe, you know, it's really going to fill up this wick and really start pushing to the upside after rejecting off of here. I'm not entirely too sure, but like I said, I'm very not, these two candles did not happen as far as what I've seen in the market. But I could be wrong, you know? I could definitely be wrong. I am prone to being wrong. So, just waiting, seeing what the DXY is going to do. I expect more push to the downside, to be quite frank. So, that's with the DXY. Let's go ahead and go on over to the 4 hour. And you know what? Let's talk over it. Didn't want that on.
Let me see.
Okay, so let's go on over to arbitrage real quick. So daily time frame, we got the impulse. Again, I don't think that this happened, but I don't really, like I said, I don't think that price is gonna really climb all the way back up to where this entry is at. Again, like I was mentioning, if you do usually trade the dollar index, I know a lot of brokers don't allow that, so but I still think this could drop some more. And again, guys, I'm just setting up for a buy. I am starting to switch my bias on the DXY to a long-term buy. I just want this retest. Once I get this retest, then price is gonna take off, and I'm pretty sure once price starts to come down lower, then it's really gonna this compass line is gonna cross, and that's what's gonna give me my buy. But until then, I have 2 out of 4 confirmations for what I look for personally on arbitrage. I still need the level pro to pass ground zero, and then I also still need this retest of this RSI line before I get into this long-term bullish DXY move, right? So that's what I'm really personally looking for on the DXY. Still looking at that. EURUSD. I just wanted to match with a B. Nice plays on EURUSD. I moved my stop loss to break even. Stop loss was down over here, down at 1.1700, and price is currently up from yesterday's buy. Price currently up 50 pips, right? It made a total of, I think, 60 something. That's what we were risking. So once price gets to 1-to-1, you want to not put, you don't want to risk any more money, right? So it went up to 63 pips over here. Perfect. So now I'm still looking for this trade to play out. Now, let me make this smaller first of all. And I'm going to hide this real quick. Realistically speaking, I do see the possibility of price coming up. Oops, sorry. Ever so lightly. Let me get this out of here first real quick. I do see the possibility of price coming up to 1.18753 and then continuing to the downside. Definitely. Not looking, that's not what I want. That's not what I want to see, but I am being objective as possible and saying that that's a possibility for me. I don't know what that's for. So, I'm just going to go ahead and set an alert on EURUSD. Possible sell, but that's not what I'm looking for, right? So I'm just going to create it. Then I'm going to actually change this because I like it like this. And so I'm going to delete this, and then I'll come back to it. But I know I have this alert here telling me that, oh, this is going to be a possible sell. But I'm looking for buys. As you can see, price is starting to break 4-hour structure. Oops, sorry. This structure that it broke through is retesting. It's holding over it. Realistically though, I do see a possible pullback happening, But if price holds here, then it's gonna just keep going to the upside. That's why I'm still in my EURUSD buys. I'm just like, just keep holding. So again, I do really not really. I kind of expect price to come back down to like this region 1.17629, and then a continuation to the upside would be solid. That's what I would look for if you're not already in a EURUSD buy. If you're looking for like added entries, this is what I would look for an added entry rather than just buying here, because if you buy here, you still have the possibility of price dropping down to 1.17629 and then price pushing to the upside. So you want to be patient with that move, right? Going over to arbitrage, same thing guys as the DXY, just the inverse, just the opposite of the DXY. I want to see price push up to 1.19366 or 1.19250 area, and then that's what I'm going to be looking for long-term sells, right? You already have the weekly already started to tell you that, okay, it's going to sell, but I still need this retracement. So daily time frame, still very much bullish. 4-hour time frame on EURUSD. So again, this is the main reason again why I was saying move your stop loss to break even. 4-hour time frame is already broken through the mean line on arbitrage. Nice buy call that it did. Move your stop loss to break even. And yeah, just let the trade play out. Like you see that the level pro down here, it's over ground zero. We're starting to see that arbitrage Z break through to the downside, but still that's like I wouldn't warrant that as a let's exit type of thing. Let me get rid of this actually real quick. EURUSD still above the upper danger zone on 1-hour time frame, so I'm still seeing more upside push honestly. 2-hour time frame, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, 2-hour time frame has already been played out. So 4-hour time frame definitely still playing out. So I'm still in the buy. Like I have literally no reason to get out of this trade. So I'm just gonna hold this here, and I'm just gonna see what this plays out to. I just want to see what this looks like, because again, guys, I'm still looking for price to really push up really high. Like I want price to come up to 1.21660 high, because on the daily, I want this retracement from this high to this low. If this is where price is going to turn around, or if it's just going to come up here and then continue to the downside, those are the two things that I want. Those are one of the two things I want to see. So let's see how that plays out. Still in EURUSD for that buy. AUDUSD, spin a pickle. That's why I never really talked much about it yesterday. Spin a pickle. I'm still in this buy. I'm not really changing anything about it. It's going over to the 1-hour time frame. I like how the head and shoulders. You guys see how the head and shoulders played out? I mentioned. I'm like, this left and right shoulder looks like it's gonna play out way more than price coming from this high to this low, pushing to the upside. And indeed, it did. It pushed up higher. So if you took that as an intraday type of trade, that's awesome. I'm still in this buy though, and actually I'm gonna leave these there. Sorry, I want to leave that there, and I'm gonna now, this possibility still exists, right? I don't like taking off the possibility of price still looking to make a retracement from this high and come down low and then push to the upside, but I'm still gonna hold the same stop loss. I like that stop loss. I like this trade for a swing trade, but for an intraday trade, first and foremost, I think the entry low-key got barely missed. Let me see. Yeah, if you're looking for an intraday type of trade on, I like this tweezer bottoms and in a golfing candle. Yeah, you guys, if this candle closes bullish, you really want to hold AUDUSD. I like how this is looking on the 1-hour time frame for a reversal. So, this is already taking off. Well, again, I'm still in the trade, and I think that this is gonna start taking off. I like the price action that I'm seeing on the 1-hour time frame, If this candle closes like this, like a bearish engulfing candle, I mean bullish engulfing candle, and you have tweezer bottoms right here, then yes, I do definitely want to see price push to the upside. So it's not my desired entry. I usually like getting in at the 71%, but it's still at the 61.8. It's still at my sell. I'm at my buy zone. So I do definitely think that you should get into this buy for an intraday move. And I'll show you some other confluence as well on arbitrage. I just saw it. That would help you out. So there's the play. 60, you're risking 20 pips to get 66 pips. I like that a lot. If you were getting it from the 71%, if you're getting it right at current price, boom, right here, then you're risking about 23 pips and you're still going for 66 pips, which is not bad. That's a 1 to 3. That's basically a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So I like this trade for AUDUSD for the intraday. I'm going to go ahead and take it. And if you want to even be safer, you can go ahead and move your stop loss a little lower and put it to under these lows right here at 30 pips. And it's still going to be a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So either way, you choose which one you want, but I like the sell overall. I'm going to put this back at 20. I'll put it at 24 pips. Shout out to Kobe. Yep. 4-hour time frame. Yeah. Head and shoulders, break, retest, retesting like the neckline, continuation. That's all I see. That's really all I see AUD doing. And then the 1-hour time frame, like I said, if this candle closes like this, I would be shocked if AUDUSD hits stop loss. I would really be shocked. Coming over to the 4-hour time frame on arbitrage, you see you got the buy, you got the retest of this RSI line, and prices rejecting off of it. Only thing I don't like is level pro is under the ground zero, but everything else is still bullish. So I'm still buying. I'm still buying AUDUSD. I do see that it did sell off. I would not have gone into, well, no, I wouldn't have. But it still is rejecting off of this lower danger zone, which is another thing that I like to see. So I want to see price push to the upside. I really do. 15-minute is starting to set up. For those on arbitrage, if you want a safer entry, I would say that for you to just wait for the 15-minute alert. I would even wait for a break and retest. Just get in and, you know, take it to the upside. But again, I am definitely bullish on AUDUSD. See these double this tweezer bottoms. I don't know why I couldn't think about it. You have tweezer tops up here. Like, I like seeing tweezer tops, even if it's, and like I said, I consider tweezer tops if it's in the same area regardless, and it's doing that, and then also you have a engulfing candle right after. That's calling for a sell for me or a buy every single time. So yes, that's for AUDUSD. Let me go ahead and start speeding this up. Oh, it's not bad. I'm good on time, actually. All right, USDCHF didn't climb up to the upside right here at 0.94526 like I wanted to, but we did get the arbitrage sell off. Shout out to arbitrage. We did get that nice arbitrage sell off, and we did get the sell. But I do kind of want to still see a retest of the RSI line. So I hope you guys did make sure to take like at least 50% profits down here, like I had mentioned in the chat. Sorry, Discord. You guys, you guys know what I told you guys yesterday. Just been really busy. For that buy, I just would have to see price. Once I see price just break out, then I know that that's what's going to be happening. The retracement. And even on here, the retracement that I'll be looking for, dang, not exactly, but it stopped in this area of the 61.8 extension after hitting the 50%. That's tough. But what I would want to see, realistically speaking, on this move is for price to come up to 94.124 and then drop, right? So 94.124, continuation to the downside, which then starts to line up with this buy limit that I have, because overall, again, I am still bullish on USDCHF. Overall, I am bullish. I'm just selling the retracements, right? So let's go on over to arbitrage, see what they got. Like I said, I already talked about it a little in the beginning. Just if this is gonna buy, then just wait for a breakout type of thing. It's probably gonna break out and then come up here, like I mentioned, to 0.94124. Let me actually boom, right there. So right above entry. So if you want, take a little bit more profits. I wouldn't blame you, because I do still think this is gonna drop, but I'm personally still holding. And even on here, we have both of these are above ground zero, so that turnaround could happen, but they're both pointing down, so you want to be careful. 4-hour time frame, this is still bullish. I'm waiting for a little pull right here. These are both still bullish, so yeah, expect that turnaround to happen. And daily time frame definitely still very much bullish. So USDCHF, I'm looking for a retracement before a continuation. Let's go on over to the S&P, man. We might get a sell today. We might get a sell out today. Let's see. All right. So first of all, let me see if I have anybody here. No. Good. Okay. So S&P, first of all, had this bullish push to the upside. I had mentioned, hey, if you're looking for an entry, possible entry when price comes back down here, get in, then get back in, didn't get that, but it didn't do that. It just literally just made a bull flag. Bull flag. Where is? Ugly looking flag. Yeah, pushed to the upside. So what I really do want to see on USDCHF, if I were to get USDCHF, S&P, if I were to get into it, I'd probably honestly just have to wait and see for this type of move. I can't get in necessarily right now, which I'm pretty sure lines up with the 78.6 from this low to this high. Yep, 78.6. So I personally want to see like 40.47 or 40.43 for a retest and a continuation type of move on USDCHF. I mean on S&P. Even that is kind of risky, but it's an intraday type of move, you know. That's all I can say about it, because other than that, it's just making higher highs. Down over here, let's go into the 4-hour time frame. Very bullish, very bullish. 1-hour time frame is setting up for a sell. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up shorts. I'm not going to do ones per barcode. I'm just going to create only ones. And what I want to see is for price to break out, retest, continuation to the downside. Once I get the alert, that's when I'll start looking at it. But until then, I'm just waiting to see what happens. I'm not gonna wait for price to push down, push up, push lower. I'm just gonna let it do its thing, you know? Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at for S&P. Basically the same move. NASDAQ, I'd mentioned not to sell this, and I still stand by it. Like, I don't really like to sell, guys. Like, NASDAQ is making it really hard for me to want to sell. But it did come over here, and it did reject off of this zone right here. But the way how it's just been bullish, the 1 hour time frame, as we can see, is breaking. It's just been breaking structures and making higher high. It's starting to make higher highs. 4 hours, same thing. It broke this structure right here that has yet to retrace and retest that. Broke these highs as well, but I am just no. I don't like to sell. I don't like to sell. I'm just gonna personally, you know, if you like I said, if you guys held from down over here all the way like to up here, kudos to you. I didn't have that patience. I really didn't have that patience to hold that. All I could really say is that a retracement, this kind of looks pretty overextended on the 4 hour time frame, but I mean, it's the S&P. I mean, it's the NASDAQ. It doesn't care about no overextension. But I mean, you know, I wouldn't be mad if price would consolidate around here. I wouldn't be terribly upset about that, you know. But as for right now, I'm just mad bullish on it, and all I could really want to say is if price comes back down over here, look to take it to the upside, because on the 1 hour time frame, this is going to be, I believe, like the 61.8, the way I drew that. No, 78.6. There you go. It's just going to be a retest of this previous broken structure. But look where it comes down to. The 78.6, my buy zone. So that's really what I'm just going to be looking at for NASDAQ. It's going to be the same thing all around. Same thing with the Dow Jones. Dow Jones looks like it's going to fall more. But hold on. Before I continue, let me come to NAS and look at arbitrage. Same thing, guys. We got the fake out, but then price told you to buy. Could have made money right there, arbitrage users. And again, I'll just set the alert for NASDAQ for a possible sell. I'm not really looking for it, but let's see what it does. If it does happen, I just want it for the retracement. 4 hour extremely bullish. 30-minute just called for the sell, so you could be watching out for that potential breakout. Dow Jones, US 30 dirty, same thing. It just called for on a 30-minute sell. And guys, again, same thing. I was expecting if I were to try to get into a buy for this, I would want a retest of some sort, continuation. But off of the 1 hour time frame, all I could really say is I think price might have already done it. Yeah, I came to the 61.8, twice fibbed it. This 1 hour candle looks like this is gonna keep going, so be careful with that. But you know, who knows? I mean, if I were on, like, I'm just looking for intradays. I can't look for any type of other trade. I mean, 15-minute time frame. If you want to do it this way, sure. Why not? Let's look at it this way. From this high to this low, 71% got hit. Price dropped down. Could continue going lower, but that only works more efficiently if you're going with the trend. This is definitely in a bullish trend, so be careful for a counter trend move. You know, this could definitely push to the upside. So, same thing with the NASDAQ. 30-minute time frame to call for the sell. Arbitrage users, if you are, you could take this trade. Just have your alert set. I'm not using the 30-minute time frame though. I'm looking at this 1 hour time frame because it does look like it's setting up for a buy. So same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a short. And once that happens, I'll take a look at it and say that okay, I'll get into it. But until then, I'm waiting. I'll wait on it. Mr. Tacos, why am I not surprised that this happened? Stop loss got hit, that price pushed up. I'm not surprised at all. That's funny. But again, I wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally ready to sell USD Mexican. I mean buy USD Mexican. But I do like on the daily time frame, it looks like it's rejecting off of this 78.6 zone. I don't know why I didn't draw this fib out this way instead of how I had it, but it's still more beneficial for me anyways. So, but yeah, I do like how it came to the 78.6. I still kind of want to. It looks like it did grab some. No, I wouldn't say such. I do like how it's retesting this and it's rejecting. So I am going to start actually looking for buys on USD Mexican. But the only thing that I'm really worried about is how the daily looks, because the way how the daily was dropping, it really does look like this could continue for a downside push, and it looks like it might just be consolidating for a couple days. So I'm still kind of waiting on it. Not really necessarily. I'm not big on USD Mexican right now. I'm not big on it at all. So I'm just gonna be patient and wait for it. If anything, I'm looking for for sells on it, to be quite honest with you. From this high to this low, what I'm looking for really is kind of push to the upside and then continuation to the downside. But I'm not looking. I want to be looking for buys, because overall, I do think USD Mexican is gonna go on a bullish run. So, ooh, gold is not looking fresh, y'all. Gold is not looking fresh. But let me see real quick. Let me see what I see on arbitrage. Nah. I like how it's rejecting off of this, but I'm still not there 100% yet. 4-hour time frame setting up, so this might be what I'll look for a potential buy. If this calls for a buy, then yeah, I'll get in on that. But until then, I gotta be patient. Mr. Gold, you gotta chill, man. Hold on, before I continue, let me check this gold trade that I'm in. Nah, that's fine. Okay. Alright, so Mr. Gold. So price is still pushing up to the upside. And hey, like I said, I am totally right. I am totally fine with being wrong on this move. If gold really does want to push to the upside, absolutely, right? I'm totally fine with it, but I'm still sticking to my guns. I'm still holding this, because now price is just coming back into where this range was at. So if I don't see any big action between today and tomorrow, then I'm probably just gonna see another lot of consolidation. And again, I'm okay with losing this trade. I'm okay with taking the L on it. I don't see any problem with it. That's why I'm in this trade, right? That's why I trade. I'm okay with the losses that I will incur, because I've come to accept them. But I still do think that this is gonna drop until it breaks through 1750 and breaks these highs. I still think this is gonna drop, and when it does, or if it does, then hey, I'll take that out. Let me see what current price action looks like. So we had a bearish engulfing candle once it came to the top. Price, if it stops right here, I literally think it's gonna drop. If it stops right here, but if it doesn't, then it's probably gonna keep going to the upside. Let me see what the volume is looking like. Yeah, volume is decreasing as price. This candle has 16 more minutes. Let me look at the 15-minute time frame. This just looks like a potential sell area, literally right here. So here, how about this? I'll give y'all a little sniper, and if it hits, it hits. Sell right here. Little intraday trade right here. Risk 41 pips right here. Boom. There's your sell right there. I'm actually gonna get into this right now, because I don't want to miss this opportunity. When you guys ever, I haven't done this in a minute where I'll set a trade live myself. I usually just wait because I want to get through this, but in this case scenario, 1723, I like the sell opportunity. So let's see what happens. But I definitely like the sell opportunity right here on gold. Overall, I am still in my other trade as well, but this is just like intraday wise, right? It's just a little intraday trade, 15-minute. Got the impulse, retest, continuation to the downside. And if that doesn't play out, it's okay. But like I said, I'm just risking 40 pips on it. So use risk management, y'all. Again, overall, I do still want to see this push to the downside. I am still in this buy, and my stop loss is up here at 1750. I mean sell, sorry. I'm in that sell on gold. Wait, what the heck? So yeah, I had even done a whole little spiel yesterday. So yeah, gold, got that entry in both of those. So let's see how that plays out. Bitcoin. Let's talk about these cryptos, man. Ooh. First of all, I don't know why my things are on. There you go. Okay. I don't even use this half the time, but I need to start using them because they're better. They're good confluences. But yeah, Bitcoin starting to fall. I liked seeing this bearish engulfing candle. Then beginning to say like, okay, this is probably going to start dropping. So it's a little bit in profit, nothing too crazy. But with the all-time highs of XRP happening and this not even making the nets or anything, it makes me think, I think this really might start to fall. So I'm just gonna still hold this. I like the risk to reward, and again, I'm not risking a whole. I'm not like dropping a whole bag on this. I'm just like risking about like 1% of my account on this trade. And again, I'm not even gonna wait for these all-time like for a price to pass or get to 60. Once the price gets to 60K, I'm like, okay, do whatever you want. It could literally lick me out and then drop, and then I'll be like, whatever. I'll just wait for a buy. Maybe not, but still, that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. So I'm still in that. This is literally the same trade. And so price is under the RSI line. That's a good sign. This candle's closing in 12 minutes. If this candle closes, that's a good sign for me to still continue to sell this. 1 hour time frame on Bitcoin, it's starting to look like it wants. If it breaks out to the downside, then that's what we're gonna want to see regardless, right? So that's what I'm really just waiting for, to see if price is gonna break out to the downside. 30-minute time frames called like around 12:30. So hey, just keep selling it. That's all I could really say, honestly. Let me see what the 2 hour looks like. Yeah, the 2 hour is calling for a buy, but I don't really care about that. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin right now. Ripple is Bay, man. All right, let's see if we can get some entries on this bad boy, right? So Ripple, all-time high. Well, not all-time highs, yearly highs. Well, actually, let me see when's the last time price has been up here. Last time price has been where it's currently at right now is back in 2018. So this is 2018, April 2018, and we're in April 2021. So 18, 19, 20, 3 years. So this hasn't been up here in 3 years. I was gonna try to say a 4-year run since price hasn't been up here, and it's even came up to the highs of $1.11. So what am I expecting to see on Ripple? There's a couple things I want to see. Let me actually remove this. First of all, price literally came back up, and if I'm not mistaken, hit this high, right? And it rejected off of it, and then it came back down to this other zone that it was once rejecting. So all we can say is on the weekly time frame that this is a major zone that we have to watch out for on Ripple, because this is not good. I don't think this is going to break quite yet. I don't think it's going to break easily. But then again, I wasn't expecting $1 to hit this week. I really was not expecting $1 to hit this week. So what I'm expecting really on Ripple to happen is if it doesn't break this week, although this is showing extremely bullish pressure, and even with the weekly candlesticks, like Peyton said yesterday, you could even tell that Ripple was going to start to take off. But, you know, that's whatever. But what I really want to see is for price to, if it does reject off of here, I want to see this tank, and you look for a possible re-entry back like at the 76 cents or like at the 68 cents. Probably load up some more, because guys, like I said, this is a long-term investment. If you get in, if you get in right now, the only way that you're gonna make double your money is if this is $2, and that's gonna be in a minute. But then if you come to 68 cents or 65 cents or even 60 cents, and if you get an entry there for a long-term hold, as in you're buying the actual Ripple, like on Binance, on Squirrel or whatever, then you can wait and take price to the next upside move, you know? Overall, from this low, if price is stopping here to this high, 36 cents is still very much possible. The likes of 36 cents is still very much possible. It's still an existing factor. Not a factor that I'm in favor of, but I'm definitely gonna probably end up putting buy limits on my Binance and saying 36 cents. If that gets hit or wicked, and 30 cents, put me in for some more Ripple. But overall, guys, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think that price is literally just gonna, like, let's just say from even 53 cents is possible. What the heck? Oh, hold on, did I do that right? Let me see. I feel like I did that totally wrong. Yeah, I did do that totally wrong. Yeah, so from up here to this low, from 44 cents, 37 cents. I actually drew this pretty perfect. Around that 44 cents, 37 cents, long-term wise, that's where I would look to buy more Ripple coins in there. But that's on a long-term basis. But short-term wise, oh, and that's if price stops here, because again, this is a very heavy demand zone, and it's the way how it's rejecting off of it already, and the way how volatile it's been. I wouldn't doubt price at least coming back down to where it just broke, at least, you know. So overall, Ripple, this is where it's gonna chill at. Around that 67 cents, 68 cents, like I said, that's where I'm going to be looking to get my entry at. So I'm going to go ahead and set an alert here. Create. And then we'll wait on that. But, I mean, arbitrage, I don't think I need to say anything else other than this is bullish. I'm glad I told you guys to get out the sell, though. I'm glad I told you guys to get the sell for the bot right here. March 26th, push to the insane upside. Daily time frame, March 22nd, insane buy. And ever since, just back over here in July at 30 cents, price told you never sell. I'm just playing. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with Ripple. Do not enter any sells. Do not enter any sells. Just be patient and wait for a potential buy, because this is in a bull run. Why is this blue? Alright, Litecoin. I love to see it. I love to see it. Litecoin is doing numbers, baby. So from when we entered here, 569 pips. I love it. I love to see it. Guys, just let this ride out. Just let it do its thing. Need I say more? Litecoin is going to work. This makes me a little scared about Bitcoin though, but Litecoin is going to work. Ethereum still stuck at these recent highs that it's just made, but again, this is in a bullish trend, so let it be bullish. It's just interesting to me how all these other cryptocurrencies are calling for buys and stuff, and yet Bitcoin's over here like, ooh, I might sell, guys. And the same thing, Ripple, it looks like it's setting up on the 4 hour for a potential sell. 1 hour time frame might be even 1 hour time frame has been wishy-washy. I like the 4 hour more for a potential sell off. If Bitcoin sells, then this is gonna sell. So yeah. But other than that, I love what the crypto market is doing. Bitcoin, I'm still watching it. I'm really, really watching it. 4 more minutes. By the time I'm done with this call, I'm going to come back and see what this is doing. So, it's going over to GBPUSD. Yes. I'm glad that this retracement happened. I was waiting for it. I was like, I need a retracement on GU right now. Okay, so I talked about this actually. I talked about this with another group that I'm in. I had mentioned that price coming back down to like near my entry, like 1.7770. That's the reason why I have that lined up there. I believe that that's a very likely possibility for GBPUSD. I don't like these 4 hour candles engulfings. That might be telling otherwise, but I still want to see price probably basically take me out the trade and then continue to the upside. That's what I really see possibly happening. And I think I have another chart. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Why does it do that? I don't. There we go. Here it is. All right, cool. This is actually playing out really nicely. I forgot what chart I put this in, but I was like, this is definitely a place where you'd like to look for sells. I knew I should have took this trade. I was telling myself, it's okay. It's all right though. You can't win them all. I already made good money on GU. Didn't need to make more money off of it. So price did reject off of that. I forgot what chat that I sent this in, but if you're watching this, whatever chat that I sent this in, I'm not too sure if this is 1-to-1 quite yet for what I would look for. 106 pips. It's basically there. I would say move your stop loss to break even. But man, yeah, I just marked this up yesterday. I could have really took that trade. But right now, what price is at, or where price is at, it is at this structure. I could definitely possibly see it just, go onto the 1 hour time frame. Actually, let me just do it on this. Or actually, no, let me go to a different GBPUSD. I still want that chart. Alright, so what I could possibly see happening on GU is for price from this, where it broke out from right here. It's very close. All I really see is that price came to a spot where liquidity is trapped to the downside. Like literally. Oh, this is going to be perfect setup. Oh, yes. Is that price is there's this liquidity trapped down here. And then price is just going to come and scoop it up at 1.37969. That's going to be my entry. And then continue to the upside. That's really all I see on GU. It's playing out nicely. I'm not a big fan of the super bearish candles though. But for me to continue taking this higher, that's what I'm seeing. So I'm going to set that buy limit on GU as well. I already have it on there that it's going for a buy. I'm looking for a buy. Yes, 4 hour is still bullish on it. I like seeing that. If it comes down lower, I'm pretty sure this is going to be where my entry's at. Let me just even copy and paste it so that I can see better. Copy. And paste. Slightly lower. So that's cool. That's still cool. 1 hour time frame. I would not have taken that sell, so it doesn't even matter. Daily time frame. Okay, so and then you see when I see this is exactly what I was talking about with GU on Sunday. So when I saw this on Sunday, I was like, okay, GU, it could still definitely climb up, and then I would start looking for sells up here. And I really drew it out and all that, and I still didn't execute. I get irritated when I do that stuff, but it only proves to me that my strategy works, so I shouldn't get stressed out. But yeah, and this bearish engulfing candle, could have been a sniper hit too, man. But it's okay. It's all right. You know, there's definitely different opportunities in the market, and for all I know, this is still can go bullish, but it's not looking good. So let's see what happens. Let's really see what happens on GU. Dang, I'm really upset about that. I didn't look at that, but it's okay. GBPAUD dropping to the downside like I thought it was gonna do. I was not really feeling it. So let me see. Yeah, I was like, this is the only way that I could buy it. It rejecting right there. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I'm like, there's only one thing that I could really do if I want to get into this. Wait for the breakout, retest, continuation. I couldn't get into this. And this, it didn't even go to where if I wanted to buy, it didn't even reach there. From this high to this low, it didn't get to my 71%, so I wouldn't have gone in. It barely even tapped 61.8, but it left tweezer tops. Oh, this is gonna fall. If this breaks the support, it's gonna fall for sure. Once I see that tweezer tops right there, this is, yeah. AUDUSD is definitely going bullish. Once that breaks, it's falling. Yeah, I think this is gonna fall. Probably reach to 1.80611, and then if it's gonna buy, then you can buy right there. But that's about all I could really say on GA. Let me see. I'm just gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna see what it does when it gets there. 1.80600. That's not a bad place. So we'll see what happens. Like what I'm saying is that if it's gonna go bullish, then break, retest, continuation is what I'm really kind of looking at. And just to show you guys that I am a magician, although I'm not. High, low. I know my entries are. You just gotta look for where price was consolidating a little bit sometimes, but I know my entries are. So yeah. That's for GA. I'm still watching it. GBPJPY, man. Okay, I see you showing that bearishness. I think EURGBP might be seriously trying to turn around. I haven't looked at it, but maybe it is. I mean, price broke out, retesting this structure. It's bullish, retesting 78.6. If it stops right here, literally I would buy. But I don't like the way how the bearish candles are looking. Doji candle, bearish engulfing. I don't like how the candlesticks are looking, but this is bullish, so all I can say is intraday trade. You want to take the risk? By all means. It is bullish. Just be careful because it's looking like things are going to start turning around. I don't think if I'm going to take this trade, I'm just going to trade like a very small lot size just to say I'm in the trade. I'm not going to put so much emphasis on it, personally speaking, but this looks like a pretty damn good trade. If you put your stop loss at these lows, 30 pips? Make it 35, make it 36 pips. See what this does for you. The rest of the reward is 1 to 3.50. I'm not putting a lot on it because I don't like how the 4-hour candlesticks are forming. But hey, like I said, well, not like I said, it's just candlesticks. So this could potentially mean that okay, price is going to turn around. This probably has to do a lot with what gold is doing. I think gold might be bullish right now. Let's see. Question mark. It's still at that 70. It's at the 78.6 over there. But yeah, GBPJPY. I like the potential buys on it, just because price is making higher highs. But I don't like how the candlesticks are forming. That's my only thing on it. But if you got in, then you're already in profit. So there you go. Let's see what this does. GBPJPY. Going over to arbitrage. Daily time frame still bullish. 4-hour time frame. Looks like it might be setting up for a sell. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this alert up. Short, create. 1-hour time frame, definitely selling. But again, guys, like I said, be careful. If price just hits your stop loss, then don't be surprised about it. Use risk management. Maybe even 0.5% of my account I could do. Yeah, I'll probably do 0.5%, but I like this. So there's that. And there's EURGBP. I knew it. I knew that it was doing some work. I'd already taken my profits off of this, so like that was a solid trade right there. And if anything at this point in time with EURGBP, I can't, unless I start to see like the 61.8 divergence type fib, just like what Peyton said yesterday. I like his analysis a lot on EG. I'd really want to see price come down to 0.83670, and then I'll look for a buy, if anything. But unless the only other than that, if I don't get, these are the two scenarios I need to see. I need to see price start to swindle down, a little lower, a little lower, a little lower, grab liquidity, and then push up, retest continuation type thing. Or I need to see price really break out to the upside, retest, the continuation. Those are the only two ways that I'm buying EURGBP. But other than that, if price comes up to 0.85927, I might be looking for another sell, but my stop loss probably above these highs. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's understandable. I do like the bullish engulfing candle, but that's not enough to tell me that it's going to turn around. So let's see what EG does. 4-hour time frame, it looks like it's breaking out to the upside on arbitrage, but you guys know I need that retest before I get the continuation. So let's see what that does as well. EURAUD. EURAUD. I'm pretty sure this stopped me out at break even. Yep. So, but I mean, I saw it, but I just didn't want to play with it. Let me see if I still have it here. No, I don't. Price broke out to the upside, retest, came right back here, pushed it upside. You would have been taking 70% profits by now, but it's okay because I wasn't willing to risk with EA. I just really need to see one of these break out. Once I get either one of these to break out either side, then that's when I'll be like, okay, look for buys type of move, or this is just gonna drop type of move. Because realistically speaking, from this high to this low, price literally just grabbed was like 78.6, 60, 71, 60, 61.8. Looks like it's gonna keep falling. So there's a whole lot of fib entries. That's why I love fibs, man, because that is just a really good. It's just a really good like entry. Get like you're able to find entries on it. So either way, this is one of the two things that's gonna happen right here, right now. And from what I see, this looks like it's winning. So we'll see what happens on EA, but I'm not rushing it. I'm not going to look at it on arbitrage because I'm pretty sure. Actually, let me look at it on arbitrage. Pretty sure it's pretty messy. 4-hour time frame called for a buy right here. Hit that. I don't like it. 1-hour time frame. Oh wow, this was a clean break retest continuation. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of what arbitrage is looking like right now. And the daily time frame called for a buy right here. When did I not see this? Hey, this definitely could go bullish, guys. This is a green. I do like seeing the green candle, and level pro is green as well. Oh, wow. we haven't gotten a buy call in EURAUD in a while. So, hey, if this could come lower, then maybe I will get into that buy. But I would like that breakout more, if anything. I'd love that breakout more. Breakout retest continuation that I mentioned. So that's for EURAUD. I like that though. Okay. And last but not least, let's look at EURNZD. Nope, didn't get my entry. Only got 61.8. That's fire though. I was waiting for this for a long time. If it just keeps going up, I won't be mad, but I wanted 71.8 to be quite honest. And let's see what's on here. EURNZD. Yeah, not really. No, Rick, I can't really get into it, guys. Like, if I would have got my 71%, if I would have saw it, then yeah. But other than that, I think this might just take off. So, yeah, that's about it. Any questions? Is anybody even on here? Yes, there is. Is there any questions? Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right, no questions? All right, awesome. Well, thank you guys for hopping onto the analysis and checking it out on the playback. I appreciate it. And y'all have a good one. Thank you, Marie. Appreciate it. Later.